facing off Houston, welcoming Atlanta. Houston sitting top of the league, coming off a dominant win over Austin for the Texas rivalry. One of the, if not main, rising stars of League One volleyball. Tia Jimerson, middle blocker, Peanut Pinoy, one of the best liberos in the world with Atlanta. And they are facing off with Houston. Here's your Houston Adidas starting lineup. Talked plenty about Jordan Thompson, but Kaisa Alonka will be setting. She has stepped in for Micah Hancock, dealing with an injury. Maddie Rischel, been the glue of this team. Foley will be in the middle playing on your screen. Jess Merzick, the Penn State national champion, coming in. All right, Nicole, take us through your scouting report. What are the keys to the match?
Well, the keys for Atlanta and for every team in this conference is to slow down JT. They've got to try to slow down her kills. We know the ball's going there. And serve to score. Atlanta, one of the top serving teams in the league, need to bring that pressure to get Houston into some trouble with their offensive rhythm. And for Houston, get the middles going early. They got to get those going. It opens up the pin hitters with a little bit more one-on-one blocking situations and pass Atlanta's tough serves. They're lower in the rankings in their passing statistics. Doesn't seem to hurt their kill percentages, but they're going to have to deal with that tonight.
For Love Houston, head coach Sonia Tomasevich will be facing off with Paolo Coco, Love Atlanta head coach. These two are some of the best in the business, bringing the international play. Both of them have experience. Coco having helped coach the Brazilian international team for many years. These two are very emotional coaches for Love. It's going to be a great time watching the challenges, the timeouts. Great leadership here. Maddie Rischel on your screen, the outside hitter for Love Houston with Foley, number 7 season. Rachel Fairbanks leads us off. In Houston, Texas, starting out with an ace on Briseño, the Houston libero from Baylor.
Well, bringing it right back to the keys of the match for Atlanta and Houston. Starting off with a strong serve, taking those risks right off the bat.
So Nicole's key to the match already showing up at the first point, and was it the second point? Nope, just a little too wide, but still a good miss.
Love that serve, though. Nice and deep, trying to push back the passers for Houston.
So Rachel Fairbanks will be a back row setter. She cannot dump for 3 rotations. Rischel finding Adams. Adams getting a little lucky with that overpass Foley miss.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. Blocker ready to attack it. You got to be able to put that one down, especially when you get these chances at this level. These teams are so good.
Adams, a 6 rotation outside. She's been picked on in serve receive a lot. She knows they're going to her. Back-to-back miss serves for Atlanta, but those are really strong misses, so different than in the net.
Well, and that's one thing Coach had said is you got to be able to take some risks, knowing when to do it, take those early on, try to set the tone.
Foley. Big up by Rischel. Jess Merzick flying in, flipping the hands of the block, getting her team their first kill.
Well, Jess Merzick has done a very nice job this season with that sharp angle. 2 blockers up, and she's finding a way to get that thumb down and beat the block on the outside hand.
Foley back up to serve. Fairbanks running through her middle, but great dig up by Alonko. Jess Merzick again finding success at the left back shot. Jess Merzick had a little bit of a hitting slump earlier this season, put her head down. Sonia Tomasevich said just showed that mental strength, and she is back at it with her offense. Out to her again, tips this one down the line. Sangiacomo going for that deep cut shot, but just a little too wide.
And a nice play, good pickups from Houston, good reactions on that ball coming over. Kind of taking that calm approach, waiting for the right moment to go for it.
Foley's 3rd serve in a row. Adams overpassing again. Jess Merzick making sure across the net players are all right, but taking full advantage of that overpass from Adams.
Well, Atlanta runs a very fast offense, and that is something that head coach of Houston, Sonia Tomasevich, told me the other day on the call, is that we have to serve tough. We have to be able to take those risks early on. If we're not taking them and doing it, then we're not serving the right way.
So Houston bringing out a lot of momentum here in the first set. big game at home, had almost a full gym on Wednesday. So Foley missing her 4th serve. Great service run, though.
Yeah, very good.
You want to see that. Atlanta looking to build a run right here. Thompson.
And you can hear the thump on that ball when Jordan Thompson gets back so quick off the net, able to get a strong approach in and just cranks it down. Take a look. Look how high over the block. Very hard to stop.
Thompson just as much as a threat in the back row as she is the front. Slammed straight down, though. Huge kill for the player to watch, Montano.
Well, Rachel Fairbanks, Atlanta's setter, their number 10, just slinging that one back to Montano all the way across the court. Very impressed with that location.
Montano, top spin serve. Watch out for her back row attacks as well. Out to Merzik. So Pinoy getting a little caught in her base, giving Merzik another kill.
Yeah, Pinoy, the libero, number 2 for Atlanta, a little bit short on that one because I like that touch off the block. It was high enough in enough time, I feel, that one of the players in the right position could have covered that one.
Pinoy, there she is, number 2 for Atlanta. Libero for Thailand. Just Merzik, 6 rotations, so she's back row the next 3 rotations. Back row attack coming in, huge swing from Montano.
Well, Montano is really emerging into a confident player here for Atlanta, getting more time on the court. Take a look at this back row pipe. Wow, she really gets up on top of it. Defense has to be ready this match to dig some of those balls.
Merzik overpassing. Back row attack again, Montano. This ball's called out. So Fairbanks really trying to use Montano the way she would Tessa Grubbs, who has been out.
Absolutely, and we saw a pipe, which was down the middle earlier. This one, a D ball, which is from the right back position. So they're really moving her around in that back row.
Amber Igidi played for the University of Hawaii. Middle blocker, back row this rotation for Houston. Was there a touch on this ball? There was, so big point going towards Atlanta's favor. Kinsey Adams back at the front. Jimerson up to serve. Maddie Rischel going off the block, providing more production for her team.
Maddie Rischel has just been a staple, consistent player for this Love Houston team since she stepped foot on this team last season. Very talented player, front row, back row, really does a nice job.
Alonco setting back row, so serves in the net, so she'll play back row the next 3 rotations, cannot jump at the front.
And that one looked like she was going for the short serve. So Houston, the last couple servers kind of dropping that short middle and trying to disrupt Atlanta's offense. As I mentioned, they run a very fast tempo offense.
Rachel Fairbanks also back row setter in these next 3 rotations. Middle Foley, great dig from Atlanta. Thompson, a little too wide. She thinks that was in, but it was right in front of Paolo Coco's feet. She looks pretty confident.
I mean, I'm confident when I hit a ball too. I don't want it to be called out. Of course I think it's in.
Wasn't sure if she thought there was a touch. That red flag right there, Sonia Tomasevic will have to throw it in the air if she wants to challenge that ball. Alonco with the defense. JT on the right side. Big block by Mackenzie Adams. Houston continuously uses the blocker's hands in their favor. But so does Montano. Huge kill off the block.
Beautiful swing and a nice out-of-system set from the libero Pinoy of Atlanta. Going out to Montano. She really elevates, gets up, has 4 hands in front of her, but no problem with that attack.
Mackenzie Adams, top spin serve. Little too wide.
A little bit long on that.
Briseño on your screen, number 5, is a rookie libero. Came in from Baylor. So back-to-back miss serves, and that was your key to the match for Atlanta. Hard serves and difference between sailing out but then going in the net.
Coaches prefer the sailing out, most likely, instead of in the bottom of the net.
There's always a chance someone touches that ball. Jordan Thompson taking a deep breath. Does this ball go out as well? It does.
Just long, but what a nice serve. Good contact point, and you could just see the power and float of that ball coming over. And these teams, both coaches told us this week on calls, they have to serve tough. They're very talented teams with their offense. Even if the passing game's struggling for Houston at times, they're still #1 on the charts in love with kill percentage and all of that. So they know they got to put the pressure on from the service game.
Let's see the pressure Montano brings. Top spin. Jess Merzick handles that pressure well. Ball hit from Igidi. Did it hit the line?
Looked a little bit close there. Igidi, you could see her though. This is a player here who wants that ball and telling her setter, hey, give it to me again. Let's go. Let's get that rep in. I'm going to put it away for you.
Montano back at the service line, top spin. So ball also out, a little too deep. Exchanging a few missed serves here in the first set. So yeah, 4 for Houston, 5 for Atlanta. Jess Merzick at the service line. Little net help right there. Back to Montano, off Igidi. Scoring, flying out of the back.
Montano has a very quick little closed step there in the end and just gets up very high. She's doing a nice job tooling the block, and by that I mean attacking the hands, going high, and able to score.
Briseño, slide coming in, Igidi. Huge slide for her, the middle running behind the setter.
So something we haven't seen a lot from Igidi in Houston this season is this slide attack. Coach Sanya Tomasevic told me mostly they're running the 7, the gap set with Igidi because Thompson's in the front, so they want to create some space with those blockers and not be so close. But Igidi says, I want to do all the sets, but she's also willing to do whatever set helps the team. So that's nice to see that slide attack from her. Very talented, athletic player for Houston.
And a hard server. And now we see Negretti coming in. Libero, who plays in Italy. Deep serve, Pinoy. Adams getting redemption, tipping right over. Merzick back row attack, huge kill off Tia Jimerson's hands.
Using Merzick in the back row, down the pipe here. Didn't look like Atlanta was quite ready for that one. You could see Jimerson in the middle for Atlanta, heading out to the outside pin. So right now they've got Thompson and go-to player, but they have a lot of weapons that are available and can put the ball down no matter what the pass is. And that says a lot about their setter, Kaisa Alonco, able to dish it up.
Tia Jimerson getting a big kill for her team. Haven't said her name too much, but she has been one of those players to stand out for Atlanta this season. Gotta love her signature bows. A match in Atlanta, there were so many little girls wearing bows in the stands. It was the best thing to see.
That's awesome. The Jimerson bow?
There you go.
There we go.
Bows. JT flying out from the back row. Success with the D-ball.
Take a look at this one. Alonco, momentum going forward, and she slings it back behind her head. JT ready for the kill.
Alonco, back row setter. So Mackenzie Adams getting aced right there. And she's talked about it. She's been vocal how she knows I am going to be a target, especially in serve receive. That's pretty often when you have a really good outside. Why is that? They want to get in your head, or what do you think?
Well, right now, Mackenzie Adams is front row, so they want to keep the pressure on her to have to pass and then also have to get ready to attack. So you'll see a lot of teams attacking that front row outside hitter to make them have to, you know, take a pause before they get ready for their attack and think about it a little longer.
Good pass by Jimerson, leading to a big kill by Yalarva. Four-time All-American. Earned first team at Washington State. Rachel Fairbanks behind the service line. Kind of a top spin toss, but then the float coming in. Another service error for Atlanta. That puts Houston at the red zone. That's a 20-point mark every team wants to get to first. More of a mental game for your opponent. Now Maddie Rischel at the service line. Great pass by Adams.
And that
to offense.
Nails the pass. Adams gets targeted. She nails it, and that sets that up. You're able to set anywhere you want. A perfect 3 pass, as we call it, meaning you can set any hitter right there. Again, go into the middles, and that's what teams want to do too, is set the middles so the other middle on the other team has to kind of hold and pause on them and respect that offense before going out to those pins.
Tops by Adams, right to Briseño. Merzick. Pinoy, great dig. Merzick again. Locked down, huge stuff from Atlanta.
So Atlanta needs to bring some pressure right now from the service line. They're down a few points. We're getting to the red zone here for Houston. When you hit 20, we play to 25. So they've got to gain some points here and get some good block touches and transition those.
Jordan Thompson, Fairbanks stepping in to dig this one. Montano, did she get the touch?
They did. I mean, first they started with a beautiful block touch on that and coverage. And Montano, again, that high attack point, swinging against that block. Look at the coverage here by Fairbanks. Pinoy, the libero, coming in, lifting that ball up. Montano able to get on top of it. Very good footwork to put her right arm in a good position.
Jordan Thompson tipping this one over. Hard to fake out Peanut Pinoy, though. Right down the line. That was San Giacomo. Houston's going to challenge this one. So Sonia Tomasevic throwing up her service line. Cannot interfere and reach over the net. And the Adams topspin serve. Jess Merzick been the go-to for Houston here in set 1.
Well, that's something Houston has had a little bit of a roulette themselves on that outside pin hitter position this year, with Karin Pagotova getting some time for Houston as well. And that's the thing, when you've got depth on your bench and you're able to put people in to get the job done when you get that opportunity and step up.
6 kills for Jess Merzick. Another miss serve. So back for Atlanta, Maddie Walk, who came in as a service sub. Missed her serve, now going back out. Setter from Texas A&M, from Houston, Texas, played at Skyline, which is the building across where Love Houston now plays.
Full circle moment there for these athletes.
Definition of full circle. College Station, only an hour and a half away from Houston. Played at LSU for a few years before transferring to become an Aggie.
And a national champion.
Don't forget that part. She had a big month of December. Her and teammate Logan Lednicki. Paskova in. Big up by Mackenzie Adams. She tries to get some help, but too much power from Love Houston's offense.
Amber Igidi, she is a spark plug for this team. She works so hard. Middle's not always getting the most attempts each match, but they are working just as hard to get off the net every single time.
Igidi, the 2-time All-American from the University of Hawaii, and Micah Hancock, the setter we have all been waiting to see, comes back in for Houston. This is a huge moment for League One, especially Team Houston. Top spin serve, one of the best in the world, coming at Atlanta. And she gets an ace.
And this is what makes her one of the best setters in the world. Not only with her actual, what she does, setting, location, all of it, but a very lethal jump serve.
Everyone's been waiting for the return of Micah Hancock. Adams finding success handling that one, and Tia Jimerson ending that run by Micah Hancock. But what a moment to see her come back in. She's been out for so long this season, working with an injury, been practicing the whole time. There she is on your screen, the 2-time national champ at Penn State, 2014 ABCA Player of the Year, 2-time Olympic medalist, gold in 20, silver in 24. Great to see her back. LMA Powell in for Atlanta. Hancock going with the platform set right there. Into the net, and IGD parried off with Merzick. So much momentum for Houston.
What a beautiful close on that block. Jess Merzick, the outside hitter, setting that block up for middle IGD to come over close. There wasn't a spot to go on that one. Good press over the net.
High ball for Sangiacomo. Micah Hancock finding Rischel. Tipped over, and just like that, set one is over. Houston taking down Atlanta in the first set, 25-20. Star of the starting off set two, Maddie Rischel. Outside swing into the net, Sangiacomo. But it was called out, so into the block, called out on Thompson. Point for Sangiacomo.
Sangiacomo only one kill in that first set, so let's see if she can heat up a little bit in set two.
Magda up to serve. Out to Merzick, tipping over. Perfect sweet spot.
Well, that's something Jess Merzick has talked about since coming to the pro level. In college, she could pretty much get a kill whichever way she wanted, but you come to this level, the block is bigger, the people are moving quicker, you're getting four hands in front of you more often than not, and you've got to find ways to score, and it's not always coming up and crushing it. It's those soft touches and knowing when to go for it at the right time.
Thompson, another kill, cut shot for her. Jordan Thompson had 4 kills in the first set. But Jess Merzick so far has really been the one to take over offensively for Houston. Off the block again, Sangiacomo finding success going through Houston's hands.
When Sangiacomo sees the block, gets up, she has been doing a very nice job attacking those seams, which means the holes in the block, going up and being able to put the ball down.
Top spin serve, Montano. IGD going right for her. Middle in front of her, Tia Jimerson. Rachel Fairbanks, the setter, running the show for Atlanta, front row right now. Maddie Rischel absorbs that hit. Jess Merzick, did she get the touch? Nope, that ball is called out. Sangiacomo going for Briseño. Back row attack, Jordan Thompson right over Bianet's head.
Wow. Wide open net, and that's something you don't want to do with Jordan Thompson on the other side, that's for sure. Beautiful pass from Briseño, another player, rookie this season, libero for Houston. Just confidence growing match after match.
Ooh, Adams flying in with Tia Jimerson for the shoot. Back row attack coming in. Sangiacomo.
What a nice swing. Sangiacomo going and tagging that angle. Little thumb down action coming down the pipe. Area 6 on the court, middle back. It's a player that's getting some more action the last 5 matches.
You hear Maddie Rischel yelling for the ball, but not too fast. Magda was all over that hit.
Magda talked about the blocking in this league, and when it comes to blocking the middles, the outsides, it's not just you just jump. You really have to get the eye work, closing that angle, getting those hands low and over.
Tia Jimerson with the dig.
Look out, libero.
Hey, middle blockers will tell you they can dig too. 2 for Tia Jimerson. Oh, she wants that to be called up. You better give 14 her second dig.
You know, one thing I've noticed is coaches will say when the middles are back there, you want to attack to that left back position because that's not their forte necessarily. But between these two, Jimerson and Igidi, number 3 for Houston, they've gotten some great ups this season.
The middle blockers are there to defend at the front row, not the back row. Amber Igidi, the middle for Houston, getting an ace at the service line. Let's see if she can also add a dig to her stat line so far here.
Well, she had a good flying pancake dig a couple games ago.
Not just a dig, a pancake.
Left back.
Mackenzie Adams power swing, but it's held up by Houston. Jordan Thompson going right for San Giacomo and Ian at Pinoy.
And you could see Atlanta's block when JT is in the right back. They've got to lean a little bit her way as well. Magda a little bit late on that one, going with the middle. When you have the middles for Houston going on that 7 gap set, it pulls the middles a little bit away from JT.
ISO block, 1-on-1. Foley shutting down Atlanta.
Foley top 10 in the league in blocks. Good little step to the right, up and over the net. And again, it's not just going up as high as you can, but having those hands pressed over and strong on the net.
So Febu also in right now for Atlanta.
Wow.
Big swing down the line again, Montano.
What a powerful swing from Montano. She has a very powerful step close, feet to the ball. So important to get those feet there for your hitting arm to have the right contact point. Keep it in front of you. Very impressed with that back row D attack.
Back row. Jordan Thompson can do the D ball as well.
It's a battle of the opposites.
Jess Merzick, great dig, reading that ball down the line. Platform pass by Alonco. Maddie Rischel, another kill for her.
That set out of system, which means pass a little bit off, setter bump sets it out to Rischel inside, but she gets her feet there. Very experienced player, playing many years pro. One of the staples of this Houston team.
Alonco setting in the second set, but Micah Hancock did get some reps in the first set.
Well, Thompson called her own net on that one, but came down and brushed the net. Can't touch the net. That is a point for the other team. Still has a smile on her face, though. She's like, okay. No, sometimes, you know, when you're aggressive and pressing those hands over, sometimes it happens.
Aggressive serve coming up by Mackenzie Adams. Overpass. What can Atlanta do with this? So some miscommunication between Rachel Fairbanks and Ofebu. That's going to be Houston's ball.
Once again, as we mentioned, the middles for Atlanta. Oni Ofebu getting in there, so that kind of mixing it up, looking for something different right now from that position. Very offensive player.
Huge swing. You could hear the contact made by San Giacomo going off the hands of the block.
Something she talked about this season she's been working on is her reception and defense, just getting in those extra reps. Also attacking. Again, as mentioned, such a big block here at the pro level and finding ways to score against it.
Ofebu looking frustrated at that ball. Houston just a 4-point lead, but looking like the pressure is off of them and all on Atlanta here in set 2. Wednesday after the match, about 30 minutes after the match was over, there were hundreds of girls waiting for autographs from the players. Even from Austin, Maddie Skinner came out screaming.
That's awesome.
You would think
so
it was
cool.
Beyonce, just how bad they wanted all these players' autographs. It was so fun to watch. Top spin serve. Amber Igidi. So this ball tried to be saved by Rachel Fairbanks, but you can go under.
She can, and she's done it before. A few matches ago. Yes, she sure did. And brought that one back. Never giving up on the ball right now. Igidi doing a very nice job on that push set. Gap 7.
Back row attack coming in by Quintano. Jordan Thompson, huge block, but it's tooled out. So Jordan Thompson, yes, hitting the block, but the blockers had the ball go out, which would give her the point. Giving Tia Jimerson a handshake. I'm not sure if it went off Tia's head. Cannot be a good feeling if so.
No, that never feels good, and nice to check on you.
Carly DeHogue in the game for Atlanta. Straight down the line, a dominant shot towards JT from San Giacomo.
Nice pass here, and I love how they're running this so quick. Again, that fast offense, middle's going up and just sliding right over Jimerson's head to the outside pin.
San Giacomo. Back row attack coming in from Jordan Thompson. Success again going off the hands. Another point for her.
Well, Atlanta trying to get over there with a double block. Thompson so long and such a high contact point that she is able to get on top of the ball and also attack those high fingertips, which is getting those points and tooling the block.
9 kills for Jordan Thompson. She's leading the gym in kills so far. Jess Merzick not too far behind, missing that serve. She has 6 kills, 7, excuse me, correct that, 7 kills on the night so far. Atlanta trying to hold on before Houston can take off here in the second set. Negretti up to serve. Briseño, good pass. Jordan Thompson, great dig by Negretti.
Beautiful, beautiful tip right over the block by Maddie Kingdon-Rischel, coming in hard every single time, like you're gonna come in and swing, but that's the perfect time. When you've set up with some powerful hits, the defense is a little bit back waiting for that one. Finds the open spot right behind the block.
A GD deep serve. Huge lefty swing from DeHogue. Jordan Thompson finding that corner. Great defense. Amber Igidi getting a dig.
Atlanta says, you're not gonna get that one down twice on us. DeHogue with a nice hang time on the block just slams this one down. Take a
Bắt cho con
look.
đi mà. Bạn sẽ có 3 giờ để sử
Nice
dụng
dig
tất
by
cả.
Igidi. And DeHogue with the right hand swatting that one back. Looks like we have a challenge here for a possible net fault from Houston.
DeHogue, the 6'4" opposite, facing off with the 6-foot outside Maddie Rischel. So,
Oh, maybe that pinky. Oh, the finger on the right hand, the ring finger, it looks like, kind of down on the top of the net. If you look closely,
oh yeah,
just nips the top of it.
what a challenge. Attention
I
to
will
detail.
say, whenever I cover Houston, head coach Sanja Tomasevic, she's got a pretty high percentage on winning the challenges. We might need a coach's challenge award at the end of the season, like, you know, the one that wins the most. All right, that serving area 5, giving her server an area that she wants to serve. So that would be the left back. So again, attacking that outside hitter for Atlanta.
Just 3 points away from the red zone. Picking on Mackenzie Adams again in serve receive. Rischel. Point Houston.
Another net for Atlanta. So a little bit of a break there for Houston as they begin. This is quite a lead here, getting that momentum shifted. Atlanta just
into the rodeo. We're in the Texan suite together.
Yes, please.
Owners who invested in League One volleyball, so all the perks for this Houston League One team.
Wow, that is how you do it. Nailed the pass. Afebu, very offensive, talented player, getting up. Look at this quick set. I mean, she is just, there's no one stopping her. She is above and beyond that block. Coming cross-body on the swing. A very good career collegiately between UC Irvine and Oregon. Covered her in the Pac-12 when she played in it. Now the Big Ten, Oregon is in, but very impressive player.
LOVB finished 3rd in kills during the 2024 season at Oregon. Led the Ducks in blocks as well. Merzik. Back row attack, Jordan Thompson. Huge dig by Negretti. Handled that perfectly. Rischel ending that one.
I think Maddie Kingdon Rischel just said brava to the setter. Good job. We're speaking all the languages out here. A little Italian, throwing it around. Or it might have read her lips wrong. I don't know.
No,
but we're going to go with it. We're going with it.
I like it. Alanko, back row. It's so great talking to the coaches. And it's Paulo Coco, head coach for Atlanta, the Brazilian coach, as we see Yehelasheva come back in the game. How many different languages are spoke per team? Adams.
Beautiful, and that's that fast tempo offense, Atlanta. Adams, another nice pass. They're going after her again because she's the front row hitter, trying to disrupt the offense, but not able to do it on that one.
Jordan Thompson off the block, really pushing those hands behind her.
Well, the blocker's hands just not really pressed strong over the net on that one. And you can see with a powerful swing from Thompson, she's still blasting that one through.
If you listen in the background, after every Jordan Thompson kill, there's a song that plays that says, JT coming. After every kill, that must be a pretty cool feeling.
That's awesome.
Maddie Rischel. Right into the net, but Houston still at the red zone 20-point mark. Atlanta has a huge deficit to overcome.
Well, and we saw in set 1, Atlanta turned up the heat from the service line and got themselves on a 3-4 point run there, so we know they can do it.
Yehelasheva service line. Here we go. Atlanta 6 points down in the second set. Foley just flying in the air.
Nice. Good talk there from Adams after she makes the dig. You could hear her talking high to her outside hitter, giving a little feedback. Nice high reach on this tip. Nice out of system. Good height on that for San Giacomo to get her feet to the ball.
Thompson covering her own ball. Huge swing by Jess Merzik. Another kill for her.
Jess Merzik is really playing well. Consistent, getting that angle down. Coming in strong on the attack. We've seen a few different angles from her. Deeper angle, shorter angle. But that consistency has just improved since last year in her second year here.
Maddie Walk back in the match. She joined League One Houston mid-season. It was a great addition, especially when the team was going without Micah Hancock. She's a setter from Texas A&M, part of the national championship team in December. Out again to Merzik. Ball a little too strong. So Houston challenging this ball. Houston challenging the block touch right here. Hoping Jess Merzik clips some hands.
See if you see any fingers wiggling there, bending backwards.
Oh, Jimerson's binky, left binky. Watch right here.
Doesn't
Boom.
look like it.
Oh. Challenge unsuccessful. the flag being thrown by Sonia right there.
So if you don't win the challenge, you lose it. So now Houston will have only one challenge left. Unless we get to the 5th set, then you get another one.
Atlanta hoping to hang on to the 2nd set right here. Plenty of work to do though for them. Top spin.
Wow.
Jordan Thompson off the hands of Tia Jimerson, showing clear frustration.
Oh yeah, well, a little bit late on that because again, you've got to respect the middles in the front row. You can't just leave because the middles are very powerful too. But Jimerson a little bit late on that one.
And guess who is back in the match for Houston? Micah Hancock back up to serve. Had one of the best serves in the league last year. A mean top spin lefty. Finding Mackenzie Adams. Jimerson getting redemption, but tipping that ball over. Hancock setting their middle.
Pass to set for Igidi. Takes the free ball over the net. And you know, people, when you do passing, middles are in the mix too, exactly for this reason. Get the ball short, lift it up, and she gets the ball again. She wants it, calling for it, beautiful.
Micah Hancock, 2nd serve in a row right here. Little too wide. But able to get her hands on the ball. Last time she came in, it was not the best passes. She had a platform set her hitters. Hancock finding Merzick. Oh, straight into Jimerson's
Bắt cho con đi mà. Bạn sẽ có 3 giờ để sử dụng tất cả các giọng đọc cao cấp trong gói vừa rồi.
Tại sao chỉ có 3 giờ? Rõ ràng là quảng cáo miễn phí vĩnh viễn mà.
Merzick flying off the hands, but great pass. Good up by San Giacomo. Leading to offense for Atlanta.
Well, the fast offense for Atlanta not only coming from Pelicoca, so sometimes we're learning when the time is to take the risk and not, and when it's the time to do the safe option.
Yeah, Fairbanks hasn't dumped it all yet. She usually likes to do that pretty
Bắt
early
cho con
on.
đi mà. Bạn sẽ có 3 giờ.
And Logan Lednicki comes in big, lefty opposite national champion this past year, 2025 for Texas A&M. What a run they had. And a very impressive collegiate career for Lednicki. First year here in the league.
Set point for Houston here in set 2. Off the head of Igidi. Outside of Rishel. And off the hands again, Tia Jimerson looking extremely frustrated with either herself or her team.
Bắt cho con đi mà.
Houston
Bạn sẽ có
taking
3
over
giờ
the 2nd
để sử
set.
dụng.
Atlanta went on a run, but not able to hit it to that red zone mark. Micah Hancock set up for Houston. Came back in. Well, hold on, Atlanta is going to challenge this. We are not done. Need some drama in the match. Palo Calco throwing that red challenge flag. So to right of your screen, he's going to take out the flag and throw it up. So it was before the hit from Rishel, whatever he's challenging.
He's doing a double throw right there. He says, you didn't see it, I'll do it again.
Hey, end the set. You better make sure the ref sees your challenge. Really learned a lot from her. Jordan Thompson starting out the 3rd set strong. You can hear the song playing for her. Got a lot of flexes from her Wednesday against Austin.
Hey, that's a tough battle. You know, good rivalry there with both teams from Texas going back and forth, and another talented opposite with Madison Skinner going back and forth with Thompson.
Foley dug perfectly by Peanut Pinoy. Block not able to sustain the big offense of Atlanta.
And Foley, Houston's middle blocker on that one, kind of falling off the net, hands come off, so San Giacomo able to tool that left hand.
Tia Jimerson up to serve. Thompson flying in, cutting the ball, but it's dug up by Montano. Oh, but cut shot of her own. San Giacomo laying that one down.
Looks like Fairbanks got a little bit of a run in there, checking on her.
Still have not seen Fairbanks set or dump. Likes to call her own number often in matches. Big dig from her, though.
Nice dig from Fairbanks. So when you attack that right back corner, it takes the setter out. So you're going to have another player trying to set that ball up. A little bit low, it looked like, for Montano on that one. Atlanta with 4 blocks so far in this match, and Houston 3. So kind of neck and neck on that defensive part of the game.
Big dig by Rischel, out to Merzick. Huge swing. Montano getting the kill.
Montano really attacking all areas of the court. That one, a beautiful hard swing to area 6, middle back. Rachel Fairbanks, again, nice location and a little lower, faster tempo there from Montano to get onto it.
Thompson. Tipping that one over Amber Igidi.
Smart shot by Igidi, again coming in strong, and she's elevated high enough to slam that one down, but feels the block in front of her, so makes the smart shot.
Jordan Thompson, watch out for her back row attacks. Overpass. Back row attack from Thompson. Off the hands, getting another kill.
Atlanta just not able to slow down Thompson, especially on that back row D-ball. They're getting the middle blocker there, but just a little bit late, so she's able to take advantage and attack those high hands.
12 kills so far for Thompson. Huge swing. Yehalasheva looking so strong in the middle.
Nice to see the middles getting up strong, seeing if they can get some action and take over some of this offensive swings here for Atlanta.
Slide coming in, tipped over a little too early on that one, giving Houston the point.
Yeah, that connection not as crisp and tight as we've seen. A little bit off balance for Hilasheva to get that one over. She tried with a soft touch, but just not enough.
Jess Merzick. Deep float. Dumping that one, Rachel Fairbanks. Took her a little bit time, but now looking comfortable calling her own number. Outside, off the net. Paskova getting a kill, coming in, making production happen.
Hey, Paskova's getting the chance. When you get that opportunity to come in, that's when it's time to shine and know what you can do. And again, as we've mentioned, these teams have some deep benches, other players that can hop in there and do a very good job. Atlanta looking for some points from the outside.
Serve in the net from Yehalasheva. She's going to go off for the next few rotations.
Right now you want to avoid the libero. Pinoy, she's passing well. Again, going after that outside hitter for Atlanta.
Jimerson snapping that ball perfectly off of Rachel Fairbanks' set. Jimerson's been looking a little frustrated the past set or so.
A little frustrated with the blocking, that's for sure. Definitely not able to get there, and again, when you're holding for those middles and then you've got JT for Houston on the outside.
Back row attack from JT, lands right in that corner. She can just put the ball wherever she wants.
And for the block, it's not necessarily that you need to get it straight down for the kill, but a positive, good touch would really help Atlanta to get those opportunities in transition for point scoring.
Blanco. Free ball, what can Houston use this for? Middle Foley. Ball in.
I love Merzik right there. Number 19 for Houston just flies in from the back row, and she's like, I'm going to take this one so you can get ready to crank it. Foley ready there, but just a little bit wide.
Top spin. Paskova. Back to Jordan Thompson. Blocked straight down at Tia Jimerson. The finger wag we've been waiting to see.
That's what we've seen before when she gets a big block and putting it down. A little swagger. Here you go. Look at those hands and that right hand of Jimerson, the middle blocker for Atlanta. You can see how it's turned into the court, cutting off the angle.
Energy been waiting to see from Jimerson. Outside Rischel off the block. High ball. Montano saved and kept alive. Paskova all over the floor. Finally, that kill down the line from San Giacomo.
What a gritty play. Paskova in the back row, and that is why you'd never give up. Throwing her body out on the court here to keep this one alive. Take a look, just when you think it's going down. Beautiful push out to the pin to San Giacomo. And again, a high attack point.
Paskova.
And this is something Houston has struggled with, is the outer rotation, which is a free point here for Atlanta. So that means their players are overlapping, not in the right position for the serve receive.
Big snap by Rischel, going off the platform of Pinoy.
Maddie Kingdon-Rischel, not only offense, but taking a big role defensively since Houston has a rookie libero, Lauren Persenio, kind of took the lead back there with the passing, the defense, coordinating it, and has been a nice piece for this team.
Tia Jimerson off the foot.
So the passing, not as on point, but I'm going to give them about a B+ because they're still getting the points on the board.
Houston also has 3 aces so far. Merzik tipping this one over. Big swing, Montano, you can hear that contact made.
Well, and a disciplined block from Foley of Houston. Didn't reach for that one, stayed disciplined with those hands. Sometimes you want, as a blocker, to reach for that ball and grab it, but that's when you get tooled and make an error.
And if Atlanta can't protect this lead, this could really be the turning point of the match so far. The biggest lead they've had was 4 this set. But body language looking like a little stressed, not really owning that lead so far.
Montano, the hot hand right now. The middle connection a little bit off. We could see on those last couple sets with the slide behind and that one in front, not as crisp. But number 18 right there on the screen, she's got a hot hand, so give her the ball.
8 kills for Montano. Watch out for her in the back row as well. Topspin serve for her. Out. Oh, but the up ref is gonna say, yep, the ball is out.
That looked close, hard to see. It was coming so fast.
Halakoko threw his flag, so the ref did call that ball Houston's way, even though you see Sonia Tomasevic having her hand out. Halakoko wants this one looked at again.
Take a look. Oh, you can see that does not hit the line. A lot of blue there in between the white and the ball. So that was clearly out, but that ball was going so fast it's hard to see sometimes with these calls. Atlanta with the momentum. Can Houston flip the switch here with some powerful serving off of Hancock?
Great handle on that serve, but
Montano wanting that one a little too much on top of the ball, but swings down, and she's in the back row, so you got to have a little bit of a higher contact and snap on that wrist. We haven't seen that all match from her.
Micah Hancock cutting down Atlanta's lead to just 2 points right now. Big Thompson serve. Right into the net. Atlanta doing everything they can to hold on to this lead. Giacomo up to serve. Igidi, statement swing right off Montano's foot.
Igidi really owns the angles. She can hit either way, but right here, coming cross body. Look at that elevation.
Outside. Paskova. Shut down by Igidi.
And a good read, and that for Houston with a dub sub. Again, putting number 18, Logan Lednicki, in the front row when they would have had a setter, so they get a little bit of a bigger block and a bigger presence at the net. And again, Houston going for the short serve, which I do like short serves as they're trying to disrupt the offense from Atlanta so they can't run as fast. So it's easier for those middles to kind of read the setter's position and where the ball's going. Good follow by Merzik on the serve receive all the way to the line.
Service error by Yehelasheva, so back-to-back service errors. Imra Igidi, watch out for Atlanta to pick on her in this rotation with her being back row. Off the hands, that was Montano flying in from the back row.
Another powerful swing, Montano coming in through the seam of the block, right in between Houston's blockers.
Middle Foley tipping over, but Tia Jimerson saves that one.
Big swing from Lednicki, the lefty. Coming up big, again, tooling the block off of Atlanta. I think that's been some of the frustration for Atlanta's block, is that Houston has done a very nice job tooling off the hands, high hands off the sides, and not balls that are able to be covered.
Alanko up to serve. Montano, 10th kill of the match so far for her on that swing.
And Montano didn't have as much playing time in the beginning. Atlanta, one of their top offensive weapons, Tessa Grubbs, went down many games ago, out for the season. So these two that we highlighted, Montano and San Giacomo, have really come in these last 5 matches, making a big difference here for Atlanta. Look at this, first 8 matches for Yvonne Montano. 4.1 kills a match. In the last 5, what a leap it has been. Talented physical player here for the, wow, wowzers. That was straight down the line. I guess that was my real life action right there, because that was an impressive swing. She really has a very fast approach. Take a look at her feet, how quick she is in that arm. I mean, it's a fast arm swing. They gave her a sliver, and she certainly found it. 11 kills on the night, hitting .280.
Free ball over for Atlanta. Good coverage from Atlanta. Paskova been all over defensively, but Jordan Thompson is shutting hope for that point down.
Well, Thompson is, again, attacking the middle blockers' right hand because they are getting over there late, because, again, they're holding for the middles, Houston's middle, so that right hand is not pressed over on the middle blockers, and she's really making the best of it.
Foley Montano again.
Well, Montano is putting the ball away. I mean, they've got to get her the ball right now. They're 1 point away from the red zone. Montano at the line, but we've seen a lot of powerful attacks from the back row. So look for Atlanta to go there if they get the dig in transition.
Built her up enough, topspin into the net, but still leading offensively for Atlanta. Kind of a hard ask to do that every single match. Sometimes she just doesn't have it in her. Lily Paskova was subbed in for her. Igidi flying in off Alanko.
And a nice pass from Atlanta, and Fairbanks going out to San Giacomo because Kaisa Alanko, the setter for Houston, is a little bit of a shorter blocker out there. But you know what? She is a very good blocker. She's one of the top blockers in the league. She gets very good touches on the ball for her team.
Houston first to that red zone mark.
Or
Alanko. The front row setter taking matters in her own hands on that attempt. Jordan Thompson ending that one for good. 4 points left for Houston to take this match in a sweep over Atlanta. Rolled over, the drop in, that ball is out. Houston 3 points away from a sweep.
San Giacomo, I don't mind that swing. It just missed deep. It was a good idea. Right now, Atlanta making a shift right here, putting Hudson in the match.
Eva Hudson played in the national championship in December for Kentucky, played against Logan Lenicki. Came up short against the Aggies. Lefty off the hands, DeHogue coming through on that one. Eva Hudson, the outside for Atlanta, been in and out a few times so far this season. The rookie been dealing with an injury of her own. Kind of a game-by-game basis, how she feels. See that one thrown into the net. Like you said, Nicole, coming off the bench cold, and then just serving has to be a hard ask.
It's not easy to do, but these are elite top players. That one, the bottom of the net, not what you want to see, especially when Houston's up by a few, tied with 11 service errors apiece.
Big block, IGD. Statement block from her lined up with Rischel.
Good read by Amber Igidi, the middle for Houston. Staying and respecting the middle, but a nice move, getting to close that block. There is no seam to attack there, straight down.
Match point for Houston, looking to sweep Atlanta. Houston sitting top in League One volleyball right now. The top 4 teams go to the playoffs. Last year it was all 6. The players want something more competitive. And now you have to earn your way to the playoffs, which will be in LA in April. Finals, or in LA, excuse me.
Beautiful swing from Montano to that right back corner, deep pocket. And again, she's been the hot hand here for Atlanta. When they need a point or a little bit of a shift, they get her the ball.
Montano been the clutch player for Atlanta this whole time. Negretti, the pink eyeshadow, love it. Come back in, trying to make a difference for her team. And Atlanta can definitely come back right here. It's been pretty tight this whole match, but those service errors have really been hurting Atlanta. Back row attack, Jordan Thompson, kept alive by Montano. Igidi, nail in the coffin. Houston sweeping Atlanta, showing why they are #1.